On Friday the 24th of March, a 31-year-old woman who bit off the earlobe of a security guard during a department store theft was sentenced to 70 months in prison after pleading guilty to second-degree assault and first-degree attempted robbery. On the 22nd of July, loss prevention guards confronted Ashley Ruth Clark as she exited the Nordstrom Washington Square Mall in Tigard, Oregon, when she was caught trying to steal $800 worth of merchandise. As the guards attempted to recover the stolen items, Ashley physically resisted arrest and began shouting obscenities at them. During the struggle, Ashley bit one of the guards' earlobes, tearing off at least half an inch of flesh. The victim was taken to hospital, where medical professionals were unable to reattach the earlobe. Authorities said that when Tigard police arrested Ashley, she provided a false name and date of birth to the officers, who realized that she had 2 outstanding warrants for her arrests. She'll serve a 70-month sentence at the Oregon Department of Corrections, followed by 3 years of post-prison supervision after her release. On Friday the 24th of March, a 22-year-old mother was ordered held without bond in the death of a 19-month-old son. Jamie Hanyon is charged with 1 count of first-degree murder and 1 count of felony endangering the life and health of a child resulting in death. At 2:33 p.m. on the 17th of October, authorities responded to a mobile home in the 800 block of Victory Lane in Justice, Illinois on a report of a deceased toddler. Police said Jamie left her son Nathan in a relative's care, who then found the baby boy and called police. Officers found the unresponsive baby in his crib with blue lips and was cold to touch. He was severely malnourished, covered in his own vomit and feces, and rigor mortis was setting in. First responders pronounced the toddler dead at the scene. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office said the boy died of nutritional neglect, and his death was ruled a homicide. At the time of his death, Nathan weighed just 9.5 pounds. The average weight of a boy of his age is around 25 pounds. According to authorities, Jamie knowingly did not feed or provide nutrition to Nathan for numerous days. The Cook County Sheriff's Office tried to arrest Jamie on the 26th of February, but found she was out visiting family in Tennessee at the time. An arrest warrant was issued 2 days later, and on the 7th of March, she was arrested by the FBI Fugitive Task Force in Tennessee and was extradited back to Cook County on the 23rd of March. Investigators questioned Jamie, who told them that she heard her son screaming in the other room and did nothing because she didn't feel like getting up. Jamie reportedly told investigators that she was a bad mother and admitted to keeping Nathan in his crib for most of his life. Jamie's next court appearance is scheduled for the 20th of April. A United States Marine veteran was fatally shot by a couple of Uber passengers while driving in a 7-Eleven parking lot. He then fled the scene in his car. The incident occurred at around 1:30 a.m. on Friday the 24th of March, outside the store on the 2800 block of Imperial Highway in Linwood, California. Authorities said there appeared to have been a struggle between the driver and the 2 passengers before the shooting. 38-year-old Aaron Orozco died at the scene after one of the passengers shot him in the upper torso. His body was pushed out into the parking lot while one of the suspects fled on foot, while the other drove off in his 2014 Honda Accord. Aaron was midway through his trip when he pulled into the convenience store parking lot, and the shooting took place. A store clerk witnessed the altercation and called police. Aaron, who's a veteran of 3 tours in Afghanistan and Iraq, leaves behind a wife and 2 young children. His wife Sandra said he started driving Uber at night, so he could take care of their kids while she worked as a nurse. Aaron had been driving Uber for 4 years without any trouble, his family said. His car was later found abandoned in a nearby neighborhood. The suspects have only been identified as 2 black males. No arrests have been made to date. Sandra said she hadn't yet told her children about the death of their father. "I haven't even told my kids yet. They still think Daddy's coming back through the door," she said. "We were married for 10 years and we've been together since high school sweethearts. Just seems like I'm in a nightmare. It doesn't seem real to me," she added. 2 men have been arrested in connection with the death of a man who was found fatally burned in a dumpster last week near a dense homeless encampment. The suspects have been identified as 22-year-old Larry Scott and 18-year-old Isaiah Baskin. At 8 a.m. on Tuesday the 21st of March, police were called to an area of 11th Avenue and Madison Street in Phoenix, Arizona, known as The Zone, where they found a man's burnt body in a dumpster. Checking area surveillance cameras, detectives saw 2 men push a grocery cart to the dumpster at around 2 a.m. that morning. The video shows the men struggle to lift the cart and dump it into the dumpster. A third person is then seen setting the dumpster on fire. One of the three men, identified as Isaiah, was wearing unique clothing in the video and was found later that day watching the crime scene from across the street. Police said that's when Isaiah and Larry were arrested. During an interview with investigators, Isaiah reportedly admitted to being involved in the crime. He said that Larry and the third person beat the victim, then wrapped him in trash bags and put him in the grocery cart. Isaiah said he helped Larry lift the cart into the dumpster. Isaiah said he could hear the victim moaning before he handed a lighter to his friend used to set the dumpster on fire. He said that the third suspect then gathered the firewood to throw into the dumpster. The three men watched the fire burn for up to 20 minutes, and during that time Isaiah could hear banging noises coming from the dumpster that he believed was the victim. The victim's identity has not been released, and the third suspect has not been identified. Isaiah and Larry are held at the Maricopa County Jail. Isaiah is charged with murder, arson and possession of drugs. He's held on a $1 million bond. Larry is charged with murder, aggravated assault, arson, and concealment of a dead body. He's not up for bail. Larry was previously one of several suspects arrested in connection with the shooting death of a 38-year-old woman outside a McDonald's restaurant near 19th Avenue and Bell Road in April of 2020. According to authorities, Larry and other suspects were driving around looking for homeless people to shoot. It's currently unclear what developed in the case since then or why he was released from custody.